Hello guys, we are live. Just give me a second. All right, we're gonna start live also on Facebook. All right, we are live. I'm just gonna open on Instagram and off we go. So happy to be here with you. I miss you guys. It's been since our workshop. I believe like 2 weeks. Time flies. We've been a little busy here with the Legacy Accelerator members. It's been so amazing. This week we had our first coaching call and it was amazing. So excited to see all the beautiful stars and everything that is going to come for the members this year. I'm very excited. And I'm also very excited to be here with you talking about simplifying business overwhelm. So when you get here, just say hello in the chat. So and make sure, let me know if the sound is good. Hello. Good to see you guys here. Awesome. And so I actually wanted to start with talking about overwhelm and how to simplify things, right? I don't know if you know much about me, but I started my business with money coaching. Money coaching is my background, and I used to say, money is simple. People make it complicated, and I believe that the same concept applies to business. There are ways to do business, and there are ways not to do business that just get you tired and overwhelmed and with nothing to show for. So it's very important to, from day one of your business, to be very strategic of how you're going to use your energy and your time, right? So because of, I cannot see you guys. Oh, there you go. So let me just adjust my screen so I get to see you. And hello, everyone. Hi, Cine. Good to be here. Make sure to say hello to Cine, guys. Cine is a beautiful concierge in a community here, and she's here to support you. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to Cine or to me. And we are very honored that you are here in Energetic Business Breakthrough. And also, we also broadcasting this on the Akashic Records Institute group, because this is important. No matter if you're starting now, no matter if you work with Akashic Records, or if you're a coach or a healer or have your own business, it's very important. And so happy to see you guys. It's so much fun. Jasmina, June, Joya, hello. And if I didn't say your name, it's because Facebook, it's not allowing me to see your name. But I am Patricia Misaki, and those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder of the Akashic Records Institute. And here in the Institute, we support you to grow and scale your business with group healing sessions. And that's what we support you in Legacy Accelerator. So the Akashic Records Institute has two main trainings. One is the Akashic Records training, and the other is the Legacy Accelerator for those of you that are ready to scale your business for one-to-many in a right way, in a way that is going to help you to make more money and to keep more money that you make, and to help a lot more people. And I have Sujata here. So happy to be here with you. And Sujata is our member in Legacy Accelerator and the expert in productivity. And so she is a girl to follow. Make sure to follow Sujata. She just commented here. So guys, today I want to share with you one of the sacred crystal gods from my book, which is the Simplicity. I want to start talking about the importance of simplicity. Less is more, right? And the Sacred Crystal Codes book, it's a book that I created to help you to meditate and to come back to yourself. They are 33 crystal grids, and each crystal grid activates a particular energy. And today, since we are talking about business overwhelm, right? This crystal grid came to me, which is the most simple grid that we have. If you look in the other grids of the book, they are very with lots of details, lots of different crystals, and the simplicity crystal grid. It's only crystal quartz and it's clear. And when you meditate with this grid, it activates, brings you back to the present and to what is really important. So I'm going to start by sharing what these grids talks about. The sacred crystal codes of simplicity invites us to get back to what is really important, right? And so many times you are trying to do so many things, or you're trying to perfect what you bring into the world instead of focus all your attention in that one thing that's really going to help you to move the needle forward in your business, specifically in your business, since we are talking about business here. So the simplicity grid asks you, have you ever heard of people trying so hard that they get lost on the way? So, and invites you to remember that less is more. Where in your life are you trying to overcomplicate things? Many times that we feel overwhelmed in our business is because we are trying to overcomplicate things. And the grid continues sharing that clarity comes when you stop trying to master perfection and as you are already perfect. I've been in business for many years. We founded the Akashic Records Institute about 6 years ago. And as I look back, if I would give an advice to Patricia old self, I would say focus in one thing. We literally have over 20 programs inside the Akashic Records Institute created in the last 6 years in 2 languages. So it takes energy, but it is possible to bring, for some of you, just like me, that are very creative, that have this open channel with all this wisdom, all this information ready to share for those that are ready to grow and expand. What happens is you need to be extremely strategically with your energy, right? Here in Energetic Business Breakthrough, it's all about the energy. You can do a lot of things, or you can do one thing, as long as you know how to manage your energy and how to refill your cup. This is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And also the importance of be present in the present time, right? So I want you to start looking at your, you show up here for Simplifying Business Overwhelm, right? So that tells that something is, there's a lot of something is not moving and flowing in the way that you'd like to flow in your business. And if I would look at your business, I can guarantee that there is a lot that you're doing that you should not be doing. So, as you probably heard, the 80-20 rule, like 20% of your actions are the ones that's going to bring the most results for you. So you need to figure it out. What are your 20%, which is usually your zone of genius, right? I cannot have anybody in my team do the Facebook Lives for me. I cannot have anybody in my team do the coaching or do the training, right? Or the energy. So those are the things that I do in my business. Then we have Cine that supports that does our customer love. Then we have Ross that does our project managing. We have Michael that does the video editing and the images, and we have Camila, the social media, and Paula, sales team. So we have, it takes a village. You can't do it by yourself. But in order to create the support that you need to be in your zone of genius, and especially when you start in your business, you need to be very strategic with your time. So what I thought I was going to share with you, 3 actually four, four hacks that I use that really helps me to be able to, number one, complete everything that is required for me to show up in my company, which is not only the company in English, it's also in Portuguese for Brazil. In Brazil, we don't have Legacy Accelerator, but we have the Akashic Records trainings. So the first thing is the importance of notice how at all times, all the time during your day, what are you thinking? What is inside your head? And if you missed Energetic Business Breakthrough Workshop, the past one, I taught a very, very powerful technique to clear your head. We are starting the next round of Energetic Business Breakthrough in just a few weeks. So stay tuned. We're going to soon announce the dates. So when we do that, make sure to put that in your calendar, because you're going to learn how you can clear your head of all the confusion, all the, going to the future, going to the past, everything that is not going to support you to move forward in your business. So it's very, very important. So the first off is to clear your head. Between now and then, you can just set the intention to take a nice deep breath and imagine, invite beautiful light to come through your head and just wash away worries, wash away anxiety. That's a simple hack, but make sure to come to a workshop so you can actually learn the technique. It's very, very powerful, and it will help you to redirect where you may be sabotaging yourself in your business. So if you participated in the past workshop, we are making some changes, some amazing changes. So make sure to come to this one. There will be a lot of changes from the first one to the second. So, but you're still going to learn how to clear your head. So first off, clear. If you have if you have the tendency to keep trying to remember yourself what you need to do during the day or who you have to call, start the practice to dump that out on a paper. Have a little block of paper. Mine is over there, it's too far. Have a little block of paper next to you, and whenever you think about something that you don't want to forget, just write it down on the paper, write it down. If you have I love Google Drive that just stores in your computer, whatever it is, that as long as it's out of your head, you want it to be centered and present to the identity that is going to help you to move forward. All right, we're going to talk about identity in just a second. So everybody getting it? Oh, hold on, I just lost it. Oh, thank you, Sujata. Sujata said you love the 5-day challenge. If you stuck or Overwhelm, will help you move forward. Yes, and Sujata, there was 3 members, Kathy and Sujata, both of them, when they said yes, I'm in on Legacy Accelerator, poof, like clients just start showing up, and I just love that. And who else is here from Legacy Accelerator? I see Isabel and Yvonne are 2 Akashic Records practitioners, and there is just so many stars in the Legacy Accelerator. So excited to see you expand your business, moving from one to many, and starting doing beautiful healing sessions for groups, just like we teach here. So I'm very, very excited for you guys. So let me go back here. So my computer does this thing that if I go to see the comments, then I lose the page that I have with my notes. So once you clear your head, everything that is, the noise, the clutter, that the things that are not going to help you to be focused in the person that creates the reality that you wanted to create. Once you clear that out, be doing the technique to clear your head or just writing it down. The next thing is very, very important that you are aligned with your goals and the identity of the person that fulfilled that goal, right? And that comes from the perspective of working with the Akashic Records. Through the perspective of the Akashic Records, I can connect to my past self, my present self, and the future version, the future probability of my future, of Patricia. So there's a lot of Patricias here. That's why I do a lot of things. No, not joking now. So when you understand, when I look through the future in the Akashic records, there is not only one future. There are many probabilities for the future. That's why it's very important to understand. I see a lot of people with the misconception of what an Akashic records session is. There is a lot of people that divination, and it's not really, I think it's not fair to call, I think it's not fair to call Akashic records a divination, because it's so much more. It's the most powerful empowerment tool that you can have to support your clients. Because when a client comes to you, and you look through what they want to create, through the possibilities, the probabilities of the Akashic records of that client, anything is possible. But the Akashic records practitioner, their job is to support that person to clear what is not in alignment, so they can actually create that future for themselves. So when you create your goals, you're going to create your goals from the perspective of what it is that you want to create. And it's really that simple. What do you want to create? Right? So once you create that, I like to do like 1 year goals, 3 years goals, and 3 months goals. So like I go from 3 year to 1 year to 3 months. And so you like chunk it down, right? So what I do, I have my goals, and then every time before I go to bed, it's very important, before I go to bed, before I close my day, my business, I write it down, what I'm going to do in the next day. That's highly, highly important. I don't sit around and like, let me see. Oh, I have an open spot in my calendar. What can I do? And that is where most people get stuck, because they don't create that schedule for themselves. And then they have these lists of things to do and their open calendar. So gives the illusion that is nothing to do. Oh, it's an easy day, right? But actually you have all these things to do, and all these things continue to be here and in the center, and in your head, creating and making you feel bad about yourself. So today, I hope you put that into practice. At the end of your day, you review your goals. You can even write them. It's very powerful. Write your goals, and look at your calendar for tomorrow, and fill it up what you wanted to do. I even put it out when I'm going to go have breakfast, have lunch. Like my calendar is full. Review the day, put in your calendar. Okay? Then, during the day, the next day, you know what to do. Like, that today, I knew that 9 o'clock, I had a Facebook Live planned to be doing here for you. So it was in my calendar at 9 o'clock, and here we are, right? So it's very, very important to guide the day before, write down your goals, and then what you want to do the next day. You can even do for the whole week if you prefer. I like to do day by day, because, sometimes there will be things that will come up, and then if I had it done for the whole week, it would mess it up my calendar. So I like to, at the end of the day, look at the day tomorrow, just kind of browse what it is, and if there is spaces that needs to have things in, I put it there. Then once you write it down at the night, once you write it down, what you're going to do in your calendar, then before you go to sleep, you connect to your dream, to what you want to create, and the identity of the person that wants to create that. So who are you being as the person that is experiencing that? I did not, took actions when I start, before I was making 6 figures in my business, I start adapting the identity of someone that makes 6 figures. So it's kind of like when you anchor the identity of the person that is fulfilling your dreams, you create that reality. You understand how important an identity is. If you already follow us in the Akashic Records Institute, every Sunday I do this open, community live where we open the energies for the week. We use my Oracle deck and both my Oracle decks, and we clear whatever is you're hanging up from the past week, and we connect with the future self, with your desires, and anchor that identity. So if you haven't had a chance to enjoy that, make sure to enjoy every Sunday. We do that for me, for you, for all of us, because it's so important. You cannot create the reality that you want to create from the perspective, the mindset, the how you see yourself, how you see the possibilities around you from today. You have to connect it to the future of your future that creates that, anchor the identity of the future, which is a little different than yours, and start taking actions from that perspective. You think different, you act different, you show up so much different, right? So very important, anchor that identity. So I'm going to review. Number one, you're going to clear your head. If you don't know the technique, we're going to teach you in just a few weeks here in the workshop, in the 5-day workshop. Number two, align with your goals and the identity of the person that fulfilled their goals. Number three, the night before, you review your goals, write them down, and put in your calendar what you're going to do during the day, so that when you are in the day, you are 100% present. You know what you're doing, you know why you're doing, and you know what to do. And you just know, you just do the thing that you told yourself that you're going to do. And that's one of the things that when we start work is the first thing that I will call you to always, always, always commit to what you tell yourself, the commitments that you have with yourself. If you tell yourself, I'm going to run every day, or I'm going to exercise every day, make sure to do it. Otherwise, you're failing yourself, right? And it's very easy to tell, to put in your calendar that you're going to see a client and then show up for the client. But then when you put in your calendar that you're going to, do your diet or the exercise or whatever it is, you're not showing up for yourself. So it's very important to start shifting that in your life. And then be fully present. When you have the things in your calendar, you are fully present. Now, do only what is in your calendar. If someone comes in, if, that is not the time, that is, put breaks in between the calendar so you can, like I have to be in touch with my team. So there are times in my calendar that I will check if my team has a message for me. So there are strategic things that you put in the calendar so you're not floundering around and not knowing what to do. Then the most important thing is the last one. The last one is throughout your day, and I like to do, so you can do like 3 breaks a day of 15 minutes, which will restore your energy. You'll reset your how you're holding yourself, the energy, and it's going to bring you more energy. So you can either do 3 times a day, or you can do like 5 minutes, like every 1 hour you do 5 minutes. It's really, it has to be whatever works for you. So what I do, if I'm doing a very intense, like when I'm doing creation time, that I'm writing the trainings, what I do, I have these resonance sessions. So it's a session that I record that aligns your energy and your vibration, so you have more focus. It's a resonance focus session. By the way, if you are in Legacy Accelerator, we are bringing that to you. It's a 2-hour session that has only vibration, and every 30 minutes we have you have a 5 minutes break. So this is like, when I started doing this, my day just like went, like the production like went a lot higher in only 2 hours. So you can do 2 hours, you can do 1 hour, you can do 30 minutes, but the idea is, and it's following the Pomodoro technique, right? The idea is you have 25 minutes of focus creation time. Then there is a 5-minute break, still within the resonance, but it's a different resonance in the 5-minute break. That 5-minute break, it's a resonance of being. So I do, and everyone can do that. You just have to put 25 minutes and 5 minutes. But instead of, in the Pomodoro technique, they say, those 5 minutes, you just go drink water. And I cannot do that because then I go. So for me, I love to have this 2 hour block that I do 25 minutes of focus work. And when the 5 minutes come in, the vibration of the 5 minutes, I close my eyes and I reset my system and I connect to my desire and I connect to the identity of me fulfilling that desire. And for 5 minutes, I connect to that energy. What is going to come from creating, from setting this time to production in my day, what is going to come from that. So it's very powerful for you to get that, those blocks of time, but also put those 5 minutes between your day. Can be during any time, like every 2 hours, put a reminder on your phone that you're going to simply stop everything. You're going to close your eyes and you're just going to connect with your desire for 5 minutes and just be present with experiencing yourself, with experiencing what is around you, seeing yourself fulfilling that desire. And what that does, like, it brings you back. It brings you back to fully anchor that identity. So it's very powerful. So those are the hacks that I use to simplify things. And there is a lot that get produced here in the Akashic Records Institute in 2 languages. I do have an amazing big team. However, you can do this even if you don't have a big team, right? I didn't start my business with a big team. I started my business with Ana. Ana Alcobia was a girl from Portugal. And I would hire her for like 3 hours a week, and she'll help me with my newsletters, my time. And that was like so long ago. It was 3 hours a week. That's all I hired her. That was me and Anna. That's how I started this business. And then, but it takes focus. It takes clarity. And it takes, asking yourself, how can this be more simple? What it is that I'm doing that is not bringing me closer to my goal. And you start looking at those things and start clearing those things from your plate. And as you focus more on what is important, on what you're really here to do, and you start opening the energy, the right people is going to start showing up in your life, and they're going to be part of your team. So let's see if there is any questions. So I'm going to have to go to the other channel of my computer. It's so weird. All right. So does that help you guys? Does that bring some ahas for you to help you to shift? The most important thing is to always be connected to your goals. How many people write the goals and then even forgot they wrote the goals? And then maybe they'll happen, maybe not. But, whose fault is that? Are you connected to your goals? Are you aligned to the person that creates that reality for yourself? This is extremely, extremely, extremely important. Hi, Joya. Joya said, did you say you do your goals 3 months, 1 year, and 3 years? Yes. So first I do my 3 years, where I wanted to be in 3 years, right? Then I chunk it down. So then I look at that in the 3 years. Then I chunk it down. Okay, what do I need to do this year in order to set the space for where I am in 3 years, right? And then I bring that. So I see what it is in the year, and then I bring that down to 3 months. Right, and then we go as we move, as the months goes, we kind of like at the end of 3 months we anchor that. Exactly. That's a great question. So yeah, but I do 3, 1, and 3 months. Yes, Dolores, come on Sunday. Joya said, the records are not predictable, but they do allow healing. Yes, powerful healing. Powerful healing. Through the Akashic records, you can clear the agreements that are keeping you stuck today. And sometimes the agreements are made in this life, past lives. Sometimes they are lineage agreements. And the working with the Akashic records go beyond what we don't know that we are doing. It's going to go like through the unconscious and clear that, and then people's lives start moving a lot faster and a lot more with flow. Oh, you missed the 5-day challenge. Yes, and the other one is going to be as amazing, with a lot of improvements. We are always improving. That's the beauty of, be simple. We don't like complicate things, right? It's just about being simple, showing up, being you, and you start, a lot of things start showing up. I had the most amazing experience this week. I was invited for a Facebook Live for someone in Brazil. And, right now, especially right now, I cannot ship my Oracle decks to Brazil because there is no shipping going to Brazil now. There is no shipping going to a lot of places right now. But when we did the big launch for our Akashic Realm Oracle deck, there was a lot of Brazilians that ordered the decks. So I went to Brazil with the Oracle decks, and I did a beautiful live event there. So there is only 30 decks, 30 Oracle decks in Brazil left, right? Most of them are here with me. And this person that interviews me, he's like, oh my gosh, I have this like super beautiful connection with this printer, a publisher, and he's going to connect me with the publisher. And he was like, he has a couple books, and he's like, I sold 250,000 books to this publisher, and he's just going to connect me directly to the publisher. So you never know, if I was like, oh, I need to be, the perfection. When you try to be perfect, you lose so much more. So the simplicity, you just show up as yourself, and show up with your heart and your desire to help others, and then so much is going to show up for you. Who else is here? You guys, you have to say your name because this system doesn't say your name. I see Dolores. Sujata said, I love how can it be simpler? The next step is to observe the answer carefully, because it often comes from resistance. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Dolores said, connecting to my identity will be the key for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you change how you're showing up, everything will change for you. It's all about, clearing what is not true, clearing the uncertainty, clear the doubts, and then show up as yourself. And the more you do, the easier it will be, right? So the confidence you build, there was another live here about confidence, but the confidence build by you showing up, and by you continue to show up, and continue to supporting others, and and every time you receive more feedback, you feel more comfortable, right? Oh, I see Cindy and Nikki. Good to see you guys here. Chandini, Karsani. Nice. Any questions? Anything else you guys need today? It was a pleasure to be here with you. Joya, what a beautiful name. I don't know what nationality you are, Joya, but in Portuguese, Joya means jewel. It's a beautiful jewel is the name Joya. And you ask me, what is a Legacy Accelerator? Legacy Accelerator, it's our mentoring program that supports coaches and healers to learn how to do group healing and scale their business. So also, those of you that are here live, that are watching this video, if you're interested to learn more about this opportunity, send me a private message, and I'll be happy to hop on the phone with you and see where you are, see if that's an alignment, and support you. All right. This is a video for we share or not. You can share, however, because this group is private. So what I did, I broadcast in the 2 groups that are private, But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the replay and I'm going to upload on our Facebook page. And then from our Facebook page, Akashic Records Institute, you're welcome to share. I appreciate if you share this video. Thank you so much. The more people get to simplify their lives, the more we as a world are going to be more simple, right? Everything's simple. We like to make it complicated. But yes, I would appreciate if you share this video. Just this one is not going to be shown unless the person is in the group, but we're going to upload in the big page, and then you can share from there. All right, guys. So thank you for being here, and this was so much fun. We are going to be doing these weekly lives. That is, we always, that is also already a lot of topics that you voted for. So we're probably going to follow up those topics, and we're going to be always asking you what we can bring to support you. So have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I will see you. So now we have two things going on for you. We have on Sundays the reading for the week, and we have those on Thursday. For the time being, we're going to be Thursday that we're going to do these Facebook Lives. So you're welcome. Good to see you guys. Bye-bye.